Gourmet food fit for a king. That's what a group of chefs served to DC residents for free as part of an event titled Feeding the 5,000. But the story here isn't the world-renowned chefs serving up heaping portions of goodness. Instead, it's the source of the food itself. The ingredients for the meals came from wasted food. That's right, wasted food. The chefs and event organizers hope to show residents the beautiful meals that could be made from food otherwise deemed useless. Americans toss out more than $1 billion worth of food a year. That's billions with a B. When most people think of wasted food, they think of steamy piles of garbage or the meal left on the plate after a 2-year-old takes a bite and proudly declares he's all done. But that isn't always the case. Some of the food wasted in the U.S. comes from grocery stores, restaurants, and farmers held back by bureaucratic red tape and industry standards. For example, a farmer may be forced to toss a part of a crop if it doesn't meet industry standards. A grocery store may refuse to display less than perfect veggies. So instead of finding a use for that misshapen carrot, it's tossed in the trash. Sometimes government red tape can keep a restaurant or grocery store from giving away unattractive or leftover food. Confusion over food labels can also lead to waste. Consumers get easily confused by the difference between the guidelines that say best by or use by. According to Feedback, a group dedicated to cutting food waste, the food wasted in the U.S., the U.K., and Europe would be enough to feed the 1 billion malnourished people around the world. Numbers like these have some fighting for change. A group of top celebrity chefs brought their culinary skills here to Capitol Hill. They're testifying before a House committee hoping that key legislative changes could make a difference when it comes to American food waste. For example, clarifying those labels that say expiring or best before could save Americans spoonfuls of money.
Consumers actually waste a lot of food. Our bill also looks at donation policy, making it easier for farmers to give away food that would otherwise go to waste, same with retail stores. And one piece we picked off, which we find is sort of the most puzzling part for most people, is this idea of a label that's on the back of a can or a bag. Most of those labels are somewhat arbitrary. They don't really mean that the date you see is a date after which the food would be unsafe. So we're asking the USDA and FDA to come up with some labels.
Some places aren't waiting on congressional change. For example, DC Central Kitchen, a nonprofit organization in Washington, D.C., prides itself on feeding the city's hungry using donated and recycled food. Just another example of an organization's dedication to feed the hungry, despite the red tape. Amber Strong, CBN News in Washington.